The Crippled Masters is a 1979 Hong Kong martial arts action movie. This one just recently got a Blu-ray release. You could probably find it on YouTube in a really old version, chop-socky with the English dub. But I opted for the traditional Chinese subtitled film. This one is about Li Ho. He is a man who works as an escort guard for a vicious criminal who betrays him and cuts off his arms at the beginning of the film. The movie is not known for realism because in real life, the actor doesn't have full arms, so they had fake arms cut off, but they didn't even bandage him. He's just fine. So he's thrown into the wilderness to die, and he gets bullied by a tavern master, a waiter, and eventually finds solace in a coffin maker. However, more villains show up and push him out. He's eventually found by an old farmer, and then the farmer takes care of him and lets him learn to use whatever's left of his arm and legs to basically help the farm. However, the person who cut off his arms, Tang, also works for the same vicious criminal, and he gets his legs destroyed when they pour acid on his legs. In real life, the two actors have disabilities, so this is a great sort of representation film for what you can do. So later, the two of them are fighting each other, and they get found by a martial arts master, an older man who's a contortionist who decides to train them in the arts of martial arts, training up the one guy's legs, Li Ho's legs, and Tang's arms, so that they can become the Crippled Masters. Of course, we also discover another character. He shows up, a mysterious interloper. And then, of course, we find out the old man's sort of real agenda. And then a final battle between the vicious, evil criminal and the Crippled Masters. So this movie's very campy. It's an exploitation film for sure. It doesn't even have a lot of realism because at the beginning of the film, the dude's arms are cut off and they don't even bandage him. No one would bandage him, so he's just sort of walking around with bloody stumps. And same goes for the acid legs guy. And there's nothing really happens for the first 25 minutes of this movie. We don't get our first action sequence until about 25 minutes into the film, when the evil villain starts doing stuff. But overall, it's still a campy, entertaining time. The action kicks up in the last half hour or so, and we get some more stuff going on. Nothing too amazing in terms of choreography, but it's definitely, one of those fun chop-sockies you just put on, turn off your brain, enjoy the action or lack thereof of story. And there's the great team-up moment where we find out you have to tie the guy with no legs to the back of the dude with no arms so they can fight together like a sort of conjoined twin-like fighting style, which is pretty cool. But overall, the Crippled Masters is worth checking out if you're a hardcore martial arts enthusiast, and I give it a 5 out of 10.